What is up, guys? I am back. Now, this is my first not live commentary because I'm just not feeling it. I wanna be able to sit down and just have a nice little conversation with you guys. I want to talk about the health of Dauntless. So, as many of you know who follow me or my channel or even other Dauntless content creators, a lot of us are not playing it too much. That just kind of comes down to there not being real content. Like, yes, they put out a content pass or a hunt pass, and it has some really I actually really like this rotation of hunt pass. Like, the weapon skins I think look real cool. The armor makes you look like you're from Bloodborne. Like, I'm really about it. But I cannot bring myself to grind through 50 levels of it. And that's a thing that I ran into with games like Warframe, for example. I would go on big hiatuses of Warframe, and boy, I haven't played since what was the open world after Plains of Eidolon? Whatever planet that was. That open world area, I only played that for a hot minute and then just stopped. There just wasn't enough stuff. And they were talking about Railjack 2 years ago. It's still not out, but that's for a thing for Warframe video. When it comes to Dauntless, our last behemoth that was released was Boreas. Boreas was released back in like February, I think. Boreas. There we go. Came out in March, it looks like. It looks like end of February or March is when it was about to come out. So that was, let's give it the benefit of the doubt that it was in March. 8 months ago. Now, we did get trials, but as even Revi and Odo have said in some of their videos, trials isn't that popular. It's really not. As time goes on, the hardcore players don't really care if their name is on the board anymore. Especially with like the strikers being so prominent right now. There's really nothing that can compare to them. I know a lot of Warpike mains, myself included, we couldn't hold a candle to that time. Now, I'm not the best Warpike player in the world, but people like January and on, he's like a pike god. And he couldn't compete with hundreds of people using strikers. They're just too powerful compared to other weapons. And I'm not saying that strikers should get nerfed, because this game really is a nonchalant kind of game, if that makes sense. Like, I had this conversation with Heroes of the Storm once. Heroes of the Storm used to be a lot faster than League of Legends. League games can go like half hour, 45 minutes. Heroes of the Storm games rarely got to 20. So there was this like, well, I want to play a MOBA, but like I don't want to sit here for an hour playing one match. Go play Heroes of the Storm. Kind of the same thing with Dauntless. Now, I do not play Monster Hunter, mostly because I play Dauntless, and I'm not really too interested in playing another game that's kind of the same one that I'm getting burnt out of. There are a lot more things in Monster Hunter, and they just came out with a huge expansion. I'm pretty sure some icy snow boy, but just didn't really interest me too much. Besides Trials, we got a rework to Stormclaw, right? Tempest-bound Stormclaw. It's still Stormclaw. You know, like, I appreciate that they're working to make behemoths better, but at the same time, it's still just Stormclaw. You know, just like how Trials, yes, it's a new game mode, and yes, it is competitive and people try to get their name on the board, but it's just like this week is Scrave with a shroud bubble, and there are little freezy slugs on the ground. That's all it is. It's not like a new thing, and there isn't content to play. And people argue like, oh, there's new content every hunt pass. There's new content. Me playing the same things, doing the same stuff to unlock cosmetics is not content to me. I could just go play the game. You know, like, content to me is why I want to play the game, and a look how cool I look thing to make me play hours upon hours of a game that has been the same for 8 months just isn't worth it to me. And it's not worth it to a lot of other players. Like, the community, according to the internet, like, I don't go around and talk to everybody in the community, but from what I can see on Reddit, what I can see in YouTube comments, people are dropping like flies because there's no real content. You're just doing the same thing over and over again for cosmetics that really don't matter. And like I said, I really like the cosmetics of this hunt pass, but without a fun thing to do in the game. Now, strikers did come out. That's a new weapon. That got me playing for a while. And if it wasn't for the strikers, I would have stopped playing 2 months ago. Probably even 3 months ago, because I was getting pretty burnt out. And the only thing that kept me going was knowing that there was this new thing on the horizon, this new weapon. It's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. And it is fun. You can see in the background of the gameplay that I recorded just a minute ago that I'm using the strikers because they're fun. They're fast, they're flashy, they knock things out, which is one of my favorite things. That's why I gravitated towards the hammer originally, but the pike still just holds a special place in my heart. One new weapon in 8 months with no behemoths. That doesn't... And yes, they came out on consoles this year. And have they brought the Switch version out? Is Switch out? I don't even know. Another thing that was like keeping me going is I kept saying, you know, after they get consoles out, and then they'll start pushing out content. Then it was, once they get the Switch version out, then they'll start pushing out content. I have no idea if the Switch version is even out. Let's see. It is out, apparently. Initial release date 2019. Is it not out? Okay, I don't even know, to be honest. But they'll give us content. Once they're done this thing, then they'll give us more content. And it just hasn't come. So, Dauntless videos are going to slow down. They already have slowed down. I was putting out 5 videos a week. I felt real good about that. I was gaining subscribers. I was talking to you guys in the comments. It was a real good time. But as you have seen, my uploads have slowed down. I started uploading the Isle videos, which I personally think are hilarious. They're actually not that great. If you like the Isle, then I think you would enjoy them. If you don't like the Isle, they're probably not for you. I started uploading Destiny 2 content because they made a huge update. And my friends are all playing it. It came to Steam, transferred over my Xbox character. Things are great. I'm digging that game. I'm digging the grind in that game. There are like 17 and a half different activities that I can earn stuff in. So like if I get sick of playing PvP, I'll go do strikes. Or I'll get my friends together and I'll do a raid. Or I'll just go play Vex Offensive. Or play a different mode of PvP. Or the Haunted Forest was just out. Or I could go do Gambit, which is PvE with a splash of PvP. There are things to grind for and ways to grind for it in multiple ways. And I really like that. Dauntless, the only thing I'm doing in Dauntless right now is working on getting all of my gear to plus 10. Like my armor. And that's getting really old, let me tell you. So, should you keep playing Dauntless? If you want. If you're a new player and you somehow found this content and you're listening to me ramble on for 11 minutes, should you play Dauntless? Absolutely. Brand new player, you got tons of stuff to do. Me, playing since closed beta, I don't really have anything to do. I haven't had a new behemoth for 8 months. I had a new weapon. My builds were nerfed, which didn't get nerfed as bad as I had thought, but my enjoyment of the game has decreased because of the amount of content readily coming into the game to keep it from getting boring. And I really hope that they start putting out content because I really love this game. You can look back in my videos. I've been making Dauntless content for a while, and I'm not a Dauntless partner. I'm not a partner for Dauntless or Phoenix Labs or anything like that. I'm just a guy who likes the game that started uploading videos. And it makes me very sad that a game that I love has gotten so stale for me. Will I keep uploading Dauntless content? Yes. Will it be very slow? Yes. But if you enjoyed today's me talking video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Or if you just agree, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give a thumbs down. But if you didn't agree with me, just tell me in the comments, because that would be rude. And you can tell me stuff in the comments. Talk to me in the comments. Tell me how you guys feel. I would really like to know if it's just me or just Walker, like just how people feel. It would make me feel better knowing how other people feel. If you want to see more of me and slightly more content like this, then you can subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more of me, I've pretty much exclusively been streaming Destiny 2 recently. You can head over to twitch.tv/ShockerCT422. Give me a follow over there, and I'll talk to you guys next time.